If you qualify for Namibia's E-Visa, which starts on the 1st of April 2025 for a whole bunch of nationalities that previously didn't require a visa to visit Namibia. This includes US, Canada, Australia, UK, a whole lot of Europe. A lot of nationalities now require a visa for Namibia, but it's really straightforward to do. And here we have the official website. What I would recommend doing is making an account if you don't have one already, because if you click through the visa on arrival and you don't already have an account, it just makes you create an account and it takes you right back to that page. So if you want to get ahead and make your account, go ahead. And now we're going to get started. And so what you need to do is, if you're just going there as a tourist, if you scroll on down here, and I'm going to link this in the description below, you can apply for what's called the visa on arrival. And that's what I'm going to focus in today's video. I'm not going to look at those other visas. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on visa on arrival. So here on this page, we have more information about the visa on arrival. You can apply up to 30 days before you arrive in Namibia, and you can fill this application in online. If you do want to do it on arrival, you will need to get the application there. Otherwise, can print out a copy at home and fill it in, but you will need to sign and date it in front of the immigration officer and make your payment locally. At the time of this video, it's March 2025, and this form is not yet available online. I'm not sure when they're going to have it available online, but the official Gazette today, the 27th of March, did say that they're working on having that PDF available online if you want to do it on arrival. I've also got a link in the description below to a third-party service if you would prefer a reputable third-party company to facilitate the visa on your behalf. Also, at the time of recording, everybody's visa fees cost the same, but the Namibian government have also announced today, the day that this video has been recorded, that the cost for children's visas are going to be half the price of adults. So if we scroll on down, you can also see the list of countries that qualify for the visa on arrival. We've got some African countries, and it's also got what's called other countries. So you can have a scroll through here. It is not listed alphabetically, so you can have a read through, see if your nationality is listed. So I'm just going to scroll on down here, and you have a fact sheet that you can review if you want to look at that and see what the requirements are for the visa. It's pretty straightforward. It's your basic passport, photo, airline. It's really straightforward. To get started on your visa application, we're going to go ahead and click on that left-hand side, New Visa on Arrival Application. So here we have on this page, this is the application. It's pretty straightforward. And like I said earlier, if you do need help with this visa application, I have a link in the description below for a reputable third-party company who can process this on your behalf. And so here they want your first name, your surname, and any previous surnames. They want to know some more basic questions about yourself that you should be able to answer just by looking at your passport, or even knowing without looking at your passport. And once you scroll on down, they want to know a little bit more about your trip. Is your passport going to be valid? You will need a passport that has at least 6 months validity from your date of departure from Namibia. If you're transiting in South Africa to get to Namibia, you're definitely going to need this. I know of plenty of cases where people have been denied boarding. My last flight to Johannesburg, I saw 6 people denied boarding ahead of me because their passport didn't have enough validity. So South Africa takes this very, very seriously. So bear that in mind if you are transiting through South Africa to get to Namibia. They want to know the purpose of your travel. You can have a look through there. It's asking, are you visiting friends, relatives, holiday tourism? Are you in transit? Is it business? Is this medical? And they also want to know, do you have any money while you're in Namibia? They want to know, are you in possession of an onward return ticket? They want to know when you're going to arrive in Namibia. Where in Namibia? They also want to know the places you're going to be visiting in Namibia. If you're staying at some safari camps, chances are they're not going to have addresses. Just go ahead and put the name of the lodge, and you can include the telephone number of your tour operator in Namibia. If you don't know that, just ask your tour operator and they should be able to help you. And so when we scroll on down, we've got required documents. They want your passport photo. You can see there are some different size requirements. They want a scanned copy of your passport. I'm also aware that for children, now I don't see this as part of the upload, that children under the age of 18 will need that birth certificate. You definitely need it for South Africa. I know that some airlines like British Airways, they are checking for that unabridged birth certificate, and I'll have more information in the description below, but it doesn't show as part of the application here, but I do know that it's likely you're going to be asked for it in Namibia. If you're unclear, I would talk to your safari tour operator and they can give you more information as well. So once you've completed this truthfully, go ahead and tick on that button that says tick to confirm the declaration and then proceed. The Namibia E-Visa is issued instantly, like as soon as you're done with the application, but the visa is not issued until you pay. So just bear that one in mind. I have heard of people saying that theirs took up to 3 days. They could just be doing checks, but just make sure that you budget enough time. I would not leave this until you're at the airport or anything like that. Definitely give yourself a buffer. And so here on this page, we have all of your applications, and you see toward the right-hand side, it says action, and there's an upside down arrow, and then there's looks like a credit card. Go ahead and click on that credit card. And so when you click on that little credit card, it's going to take you to this page. It just wants to make sure you're not a bot. Assuming you're not a bot, you can go ahead and click start. Okay. And again, it wants you to verify once again that you're not a bot. And so here on this page, we have the payment. You can see it has your details, your billing details. Notice that there's a 3% processing fee. So the cost for an adult at the time of this video is 1,600 Namibian dollars. You can put that into Google to convert to your preferred currency, just so you know what you're paying. Also, bear in mind that your card may charge you a cross-border fee or a foreign transaction fee for paying in Namibian dollars. There is not an option to pay in another currency. That third party I mentioned earlier, you can pay in your preferred currency. And so I'm not going to make a payment today, but what would happen is once you make your payment, you'll then get your confirmation email. But also if you go back into your portal, remember that button I mentioned that has that upside down arrow? You can download your visa there. Be sure to print it and take it with you to Namibia. And that's it. It's that easy.